Hello, my name's Andy and welcome to the garage. Well, here we have, as I'm sure a lot of you know, the Dinky Toys number 407 Mk1 Transit van. Looking a bit tatty, but it's all there. Glass looks pretty good. So I'm going to be pleased to do this one, and this is going to be a code-free restoration into a motorcycle race team support van. So I do hope you're going to enjoy this one. Mk1 Transit. Now here's our transit van. Just the one rivet at the front there. And it's got a tab at the back. Not in bad condition, but we need to get it apart. So first thing is, that's a pointed rivet. Just file that flat a bit so we can get some punch on it and get it drilled out. What I'll do is I'll take the tyres off. Quite good tyres, don't want to damage them as I'm going across here. What I've decided is I can file this flat more or less. Right, flatten that off, I put a hole punch in it, and it's now time to get the drill on it. Right, finish off with a bigger drill. Right, just come to the end of the drilling, and hopefully we've got enough now to just pull it off. And there she goes, just under there, just came off. Right, let's take a look. Lift it up, pull it forwards. Nice base, good suspension, really clean this model, really clean. Bit of a flat spot on the tyre there. Bit of dirt probably. Cab comes out, nice and tidy. Side door's dropped off. And this door just hooks out. Rear door hooks out. Same the other side. So quite a simple model. Glass is held in by rivet. So we'll have to get a little drill on there and get that out. Let's just give it a go. Don't think quite done enough there. Just a bit more to do. Probably need a bigger drill. Right, got a bit of drill, bigger drill, just got to be careful. Hopefully that's enough. Almost. Right, just finished the drilling and out she pops. And it's a nice piece of glass. Not a lot wrong with that. Now, this door rail could come out. I don't think there's any need to take it off really. Just to put it back on to paint. So there is our transit. Got some jeweled headlights to get out yet. Got a door, side door, two rears. That's a driver's door. Two rears, side door, nice interior. Probably leave that red, I don't know yet. And we've got a really nice condition base with 4 good tyres, and it looks like these wheels will just lift up, which is nice. and they're really quite shiny. Actually, it is an excellent model, but I do need to customise it for my friend, so it does need doing. It was not going to be just a quick polish on this one. So for the caustic soda, we've got that. Got our base plate, our doors, and we're good to go. Our transit van's out of polish, and just taking a look at it. Some pitting. I think the main issue is casting line on both sides there. So I've just got a round file to get rid of that. Bit of super glue on those edges. Casting line just there. You can see that. And that side, and obviously that. And just tidy up these lines with a bit of light filing and the roof line. So I'll just show you a bit of that. You don't want to see it all, I'm sure. So it's just a matter going over it like that. You can see on this one there's quite a bit of flashing as well. That normally comes off straight away in a flake. Right, I'll keep on with that. It'll go into primer to show any bits I've missed. It's always easier to spot in primer. And this van is going to be white at the moment. Been a fair bit of work going on in the Transit. The casting lines have gone at the back. I've put some super glue where the door rail is. So I didn't like to see the gap, so I just dropped some super glue in there. Been a bit of work at the front. It is a bit damaged there on that corner, but not too bad. So next it's into primer. We've got the window of our Transit, and it's really quite good. What I've got is some 2000 and 5000 wet and dry, and I'm just going to give it a polish, a few minutes with each one, get those surface marks out, then on with the metal polish, and finally a dip in that floor polish, and this one will come up a treat. So I'll keep doing that. You've seen me do it before. We'll see the end result later. As you can see, we are back with our Transit, and paint on that is really good. I'm really chuffed with that. Now, I used a white PMA primer with Auto Extreme white gloss. Just to go over the other products, the tyres are currently soaking in some silicone lubricant, and the glass was dipped after some polishing with some wet and dry in this Pledge multi-surface polish. So with that out of the way, we can change the camera angle and start thinking about some decals which I've got here. I've already decided not to go with stripes over the roof, etc. I've taken those out. I did print them, but I changed my mind. So I didn't think it looked quite right after a bit of test fitting. So let's just change the camera angle. So the first thing is probably to get the first decal on, which is that one. So just get that in some water. I'll just be showing the one side, not much point showing both. While that's in the water, this sliding side door, I have put a bit of petroleum jelly, a bit of Vaseline on the runners and on the body, so it does slide really smoothly. Right, so here we go with the first one. Sorry that's ticked away from you. Let's see what I can do just to lift that up. Clean paper towel, that's better. Grab a cocktail stick, and here we go. Now that's gone on quite well. It's gone on so well it don't want to move. Could get some microsol on it, but I'll just put a bit of water on it for now. It's looking quite good. Just want to get it level. That's my concern. Yep, quite pleased with that one. So that's one on. Now here we have a silhouette of our rider going into a corner. Knee down. Can line that up on the door. Just a light dab with a cotton bud there. Yep, he's okay. Now the boys in this team did manage to get a bit of sponsorship for tyres from Pirelli. So we can put their logo on the back there. Tyres are one of the most expensive things in terms of consumables. That one's on. So they did have another sponsored champion, and that one's just going into the water now. Very small one, this. Not the smallest I've ever done, but nonetheless. There we go. Let's get that over the top of that wheel arch. There we are. Bit of chopsticks in action there. That looks good. As you can see, we've got some decals on. Both sides done now. Also done the number on the rear door, sliding door, a little GB sticker if these boys are lucky enough to race abroad. Also the interior's back in play now, and that was painted in Colour It Beautiful Blue, and the tyres are back out of the silicone spray. So what we can turn our attention to now perhaps is a bit of detailing. Now on these Mk1s, looking on the internet, you can do almost anything. Paint the grille. I think the grille was metal still. It's like a double grille. Could leave it all white. Can do the bumpers chrome. Can do the headlights different. So anything goes really. What I'm going to do is see if I've got some blue just to do the grille. So I think that'll be quite nice. It is Suzuki colours, blues, 2 or 3 shades of blue on white, Suzuki. So that fit quite well. And it's almost Ford colours as well, isn't it? Hence I was going to do the racing stripes earlier, but changed my mind. So I'll get some paint and we can get on with that. Right, well, here we go. Got quite a fine brush to begin with. Okay, we are back at assembly with our little Transit. I did do some window sun strips, but I've decided not to do them, and instead I've detailed the mirror and the wipers on this one, so I can put those to one side. I don't need those. So the first thing to do, I think we'll just pop the tyres on these polished wheels. Now these have been rejuvenated in some silicone gel, silica spray. Quite soft now, as you can see. So that's those done. Then I've sourced out of a box of spare parts, just headlights, and I'm going to glue those in with some Gorilla Glue. So I've got some glue on the end of a Q-tip, and I'm going to just blob it in there. Not sure if that's going to be enough. Less chance of it dropping away. So there we go. It's in. It's settled. Now I did toy with painting the back of this silver, but I thought I'd go with the blue. It's a custom vehicle after all. You can sort of do what you want. Right, on with the other one. Try to get it right way round because there is a pointy end, and that's it there. Drop it in. Sorry you can't see this, but there we go. Just gonna stab that in. There we are. Just put that in place with a knife point off camera. So that's okay, and I quite like the look of it. There's a bit of a glint there. Quite like the look of that. There is a bit of a glint. Right. Can move on to the next stage. Okay, we're on with the next bit now. We've got the headlights in. They're looking okay. And we can put the glass in, and that's got a locator just there. So what I'm going to do is put a bit of glass, put a bit of glue around there. Just the normal Gorilla Glue that I use, which dries clear. Crystal clear it says. We'll find out, won't we, on those headlights, how crystal clear is. So just put some on Q-tip, put round that top notch hole. Very good that way. There we go. And I'm pleased to say in the garage today it's 26.8 degrees. Can you believe it? Stuff's drying so fast you don't know what to do. Right, let's just take a look at that. That looks fine. Let's leave that a minute. Right, I think we do need to get the doors in next. So side door first. That's in and on. You can see we've got a little scratch there where the test fitting was on the inside. Then the rears. And that's going to be the right way. They just hook in as well. So the rear doors have just hooked into 2 points there. The side door's in, that side. This door's going in the sliding door. It's got a bit of grease on it. That can stay there. We need to get the interior in now. I didn't have to put that other side door on then. Not sure, I don't think that's quite, there we go. Side door's shut. One of my back doors isn't shutting at the moment. Quite sure why. It doesn't feel like it's in place properly. I need to get it shut. It's not going to be in place because the back doors locate on these pins here, so I want to make sure I can at least shut them. That's what I'm trying to do. There, it's shut. It's a firm shut, let's say that. Now we have the doors in, we can get the wheels and axles in place, and the first thing to do is get them back on the base. So I just need a little screwdriver. Just lift that up. Get one under. Oops. Second one's under. That holds them into place. Got a door there to go. Been doing this quite a few weeks. I've been waiting for paint to go off and stuff. Forget how you put them together. So although this is a simple one, I'd forgotten some of it. Bit fingers and thumbs here. My back's killing me. First one's under. Second one's under. There we are. Clipped in. Bring that back. Get that door into place. Get this on top. That door slides into that groove there on the base. And the back needs to go in like that. You see, I just move that. Oh, my doors come out. Because my blue base isn't pushed in far enough. Right, my blue base is in there now. My two corners here for these are in the correct place. That's in the correct place. Whoops. Hold my blue base down. Push that in. And it goes. Door under that groove. That door shuts. The back doors are shut. This door slides. Fortunately, I haven't damaged the roof this time. I've done that before. And we're ready for a rivet. Woohoo! Right, just be very gentle with this super glue. Super glue's in place. Get the rivet. And it's in. And don't touch that for a few minutes. I haven't got any of that instant super glue hardener, so we'll leave that for a second now. And I think the next time you see this will be on the turntable. This is what we started with. The Play 1 Mk1 Transit van. Not highly Play 1, but obviously chipped in several places. Glass looked good. Jeweled headlights look good. Doors opened. So a good one to start with. Let's see how we got on, shall we? Because here it is now. The Ford Transit. Well, here she is, our finished Mk1 Transit van. As a tribute to all those club racers, motorcyclists, race at their own expense, driving round in older vehicles. They often respray, customise, etc. And this one's in the name of Sanderson Suzuki. Private plate on it. Not too many decals. They haven't got a lot of sponsorship, but they've got Pirelli to give them some tyres and Champion to give them some plugs. So they're doing okay, these guys. and they've got the blue headlights and the GB sticker for when they're travelling on the continent. Well, the Transit was first made in 1962 as a van, and then other configurations. It's by far probably the best light commercial ever sold. In this year and in this model, it went from a 1.3 petrol to a 3.3 petrol, and you'd hope they've stuck the big beast in here, wouldn't you? There were a couple of diesels, but they weren't that good, and this vehicle remained unaltered despite a little bit of facelift until 1977 when the Mark II came out. So it's blue and white, which are the colours of Suzuki, and incidentally the colours of Ford as well. I did consider a stripe across the roof and the bonnet, but decided against it. I haven't got a bike to put in the back, but I think in this era, this van, a few years after it came out as a model, we'd probably have seen Suzuki's GXR 750 on the club circuit, and it'd be nice to think that's what's in the back of this van. Anyway, let's open the doors and let you take a look at it. Here is our Transit with all the doors open now. Doesn't she look great? I'm not 100% sure about the blue headlights, so let me know what you think. If we all did exactly the same, would it? It'd be quite boring. So we've got to experiment now and again. Anyway, I do hope you've liked this video and the restoration of this Dinky Toys Mk1 Transit. If so, please like and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me. And I will see you again next week with another restoration. So until then, take care and stay safe. See you soon. Bye for now. The Mk1 Ford Transit.